Hi, guys and gals. Al Smith here. Today, we're going to talk about 3014 Kickback Key Card Asking Convention. It's a great extension of the general 1430 or 3014 key card ask. What are the advantages of this? Let's take a look at it. Well, first of all, it creates more bidding space by allowing keycard asks to be initiated below four no trumps in hearts, diamonds, and clubs. What this does is creates more space. Okay, and the biggest gain is it allows you in all of the suits to actually initiate 3014 kickback with a weak suit with two or more losers, something that you generally can't do with 1430 or 3014. It just gives you a lot more opportunities to explore slam. Okay, it allows you then to also use all of the capabilities of the convention, regardless of the suit. And we prefer 3014 over 1430 because it allows for the response of zero or three key cards to be the step one response, giving us just slightly more room again. Okay. Now let's look at the basic characteristics. It's the same as 1430 and 3014. It can be initiated by either partner to investigate slam. Whoever decides that they should be looking at slam can initiate it. Okay. It may be initiated if you got two quick plus losers. Okay. And it may be initiated in response to a partner's opening bid suit immediately. Okay. And which is different than Blackwood or 14, which is different than 1430. Okay. It doesn't eliminate the use of Blackwood, but it does give you a little bit more capability to initiate it earlier. Once a suit is, and you're going to do it only with an agreed to trump suit. And as always, you can have that as an explicit agreement. For example, I open one spade, you say two spades. We've agreed explicitly that spades is going to be trump. If, for example, I open a spade, you say one no trump, and I say two spades, I bid that suit twice. Okay, if you make a forward going bid, we've implicitly agreed that spades is going to be trump. Okay, we're going to continue to use Blackwood when there's no agreed to trump suit. We'll talk just a hair bit more about that later. Okay, and just as a note, we'll note this again later, is that Blackwood is not available after one spade open because one spade, four no trump initiates 3014 kickback for the spade suit. Okay. And we're only going to use Blackwood when we're interested in, the only thing we're interested in is the number of aces and or kings. Okay. And like always, if you bypass initiation of 3014 kickback, you're showing a first round control. All right, let's look at the components of kickback. They're the same as regular 1430 and 3014. We've got the number of key cards, the queen ask, the specific king ask, and second and third round control. Okay, and each one of the asks is structured in such a manner that the asker or the initiator can sign off and place a contract if they in slam or in a lower contract if they don't get the answers they're looking for. All right, let's look at the structure of the key card ask. It's the same for kickback as it is for the regular 1430 or 3014. There's five key cards, the four aces and the king of trumps. It's initiated by bidding one bid higher than the agreed to trump suit. So if it's clubs, four diamonds is the initiation. Note that one club, four diamonds initiates 3014 kickback. Okay, and one club four no trump initiates Blackwood. So they have the same structure for the other suits, except for spades, where one spade four no trump initiates kickback and Blackwood is not available. Okay, just like with 1430, there are six steps. Okay, and we indicate which step is applicable by indexing it off the bid that initiated the kickback. So it's different for each suit. Okay, and because we're playing 3014, step one is zero or three, and step two is one or four. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, and and the same, we have the same definition of a useful void. A useful void is an unbid or unbid suit, or one that was artificially bid. If the suit was naturally bid by our partner or ourselves, we assumed that we have the ace or we have first or second round control. Okay. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. Okay, in this first example, the opener opens one club. He's got one, two, three, four, five losers, not strong enough to bid open with the two clubs. You need to have four or fewer losers. Okay, and the responder has a wonderful hand, has five clubs, so a great fit. And he decides to be a little adventurous and goes ahead and bids four diamonds. Four diamonds initiates 30-14 kickback. Now, note, it's really not all that adventuresome because he knows his partner has 13 plus points and he's got 4, 8, 10, 13, 16, 18. That gets him to 31. So his points have got to be somewhere, and he figures they're in clubs. Okay, and now the opener has one, two, three key cards. Okay, we're playing 30-14, so that's step one. What are we going to bid? Four hearts. It says that we've got step one, it says zero or three. One, two, three. Okay, let's look at another example. Here we open one diamond. The responder bids two diamonds and an inverted minor bid showing four plus diamonds and 10 plus high card points. And the responder says, let's investigate, or the opener says, let's investigate no trump, and he bids two hearts. Okay, now the opener's got a fairly strong hand, bids four hearts. Okay, because they've agreed that diamonds are trump explicitly, one diamond, two diamonds. Four hearts is the initiation of 30-14 kickback. It says, how many key cards do you have? How many does he have? He has one, two. That's what step is that? Uh that's step five, I think. Okay. Oh, we got two with the queen. I'm sorry. Two with the queen. All right. So that's step four. And so we index that off of four hearts. That's four spades, four no trump, five clubs, five diamonds. So five diamonds shows step four. Yes, I have to use my fingers and toes. It's that's the most difficult part about this convention is indexing off the initiation bid. And let's look at another example. Here we open one club, still not strong enough to open two clubs. Our partner says one heart, showing four plus hearts and six plus points. Nice hand, but that's that. Remember, this bid is unlimited in terms of the number of hearts, four plus, and points, six plus. Okay, the opener does a reverse, showing five to six clubs and four to five diamonds. And the responder, using Leventhal, bids three hearts. This is a game forcing bid. And it shows five plus hearts and 10 plus points. Okay, and now the opener is clarifying his hand by bidding four clubs. By bidding the first bid suit the second time, he's showing six clubs and four diamonds. Note, he has bid clubs twice. Okay, so if the responder makes a forward going bid, clubs is implicitly agreed to as the trump suit. And the responder does make a forward going bid. He bids four diamonds which is the initiation of 30-14 kickback. And the opener has 3-0-3, step one, and bids four hearts. Okay, we're off to the races. Let's look and the responder now goes, well, I was hoping that my partner would say uh, uh, one or four. Okay, but because he's got two losers in spades, bids five clubs. Note that even though the responder had two quick losers in spades, he could initiate the 30-14 kickback because it's low enough he could any of the answers that he receives was acceptable. He could sign off in five clubs or he could continue to investigate slam. So that's really the big advantage of 30-14 kickback. Let's look at another example here. Here we can open two clubs. Partner says two diamonds waiting. We've named the heart suit. The responder says, I like your suit. Let's investigate slam. Opener bids four diamonds, showing a first or second round control in diamonds, but denying a first or second round control in clubs. Okay, the responder says, okay, I've got that he's got my diamonds covered. I've got three losers in hearts. Okay, if I was playing 1430, I wouldn't be able to ask, but since we're playing kickback, I can bid four spades initiating kickback. Okay, the opener has how many in uh how many key cards in hearts? He's got one, two, three. So this is uh, we've got what that should be three. Instead of two with the queen, it should be three, and the response should be four, no trump. Okay, I'll fix that in the handout, but note that. Okay, so now he would know that they have all five key cards and can further investigate small slam and possibly grand slam. Okay, and we'll fix that in the handout. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Here we've got two clubs, two diamonds, two spades. Hey, we've got a fit. Let's investigate slam, first and second round control bid. Another. Now, if you're playing 1430 or 30-14, you would have shown the diamonds denying the hearts. But since we're playing 30-14 kickback, we can actually jump in there and ask. Okay, we're initiating kickback in spades because that's the agreed to suit by bidding four no trump. And our partner has three, so he bids the first level response, five clubs, is one or three. We know that it's three because he opened two clubs. Okay, now we know that we've got all five key cards and can continue to investigate slam. Okay, the key question is going to be for the responder who initiated 30-14 is who's got the queen, or does the opener have the queen? Okay, another example here. Two clubs, two diamonds, two spades. I like your suit. Let's investigate slam. Okay, four club, first, second round. Four no trump again. 30-14, asking how many key cards do you have? And this time he has four. Okay, and that's a step two response. So he's going to bid five diamonds. Okay, and then they're going to continue on exploring slam. So you can see how this whole thing works. Works just the same as 1430 or 30-14. Just it's what bid initiates it and what are the responses. Okay, now the queen ask works exactly the same as it did previously, and it can be used after any after actually after the step one or step two response. It doesn't make sense to ask it after the step three, four, five, or six. Okay, steps three and four indicate whether they have the queen or not. You know, step three is two without the queen. Step four is two with the queen. So it's initiated by making the next available bid, indexed off of the response. Okay, and the queen ask responses are very straightforward. If you don't have the queen, you simply just bid four or five of the agreed to trump suit, whatever level is the lowest for you. Okay, and that could actually be six of the trump suit if in certain situations. Okay, the responses, if you have the queen, are a little bit more complicated, but what we're doing is we're changing it from a single dimensional response of no, I don't have it, to yes, I have it, and I have something else, or I don't have something else, and that something else is a king. So if you have no non-trump suit kings, you're going to bid four or five no trump at the lowest level. Notice that we're saying it depends on what suit we're in and the responses that have been bid. Okay, if you have one, you're just going to simply bid the suit that you have the king in, unless it's higher than the trump suit. If you can't show that suit by bidding that suit at the 4, 5, or 6 level, you're going to simply bid the trump suit at the 6th level. And that says, yes, I have the queen and I have a king that I couldn't tell you exactly what it was. And 95% of the time, you're going to be able to figure that out without any problem at all. If you have two kings, two or more kings, you're simply going to bid 4, 5, or 6 of the suit up the line where you can show the first king. Okay, let's take a look at a couple examples here. In this one, we start with 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. Opener says, my suit is spade. Responder says, hey, I got a fit. Let's look at slam. We've got 4 diamonds as a first or second round control bid. Now, actually, here we should have bid 4 clubs because we're skipping over the clubs, and we don't want to do that. We have the singleton. So I'll try to fix that in the handout too. Okay, and then the responder goes 4 no trump. Note the suit is spades, 4 no trump initiates 30-14 kickback. Okay, how many do we have? We have 3. 3 or 0 is first level response. He bids 5 clubs. Now, the responder in this situation says, okay, what I need to know is where's the queen? So how do we initiate the queen ask? We bid the next available suit bid. We bid 5 diamonds, which is the queen ask. Okay, now the opener doesn't have the queen. So what do we respond? We simply bid 5 of the agreed to trump suit, or we bid the trump suit, agreed to trump suit at the lowest possible level. In this case, 5 spades. No, I don't have the queen. Okay, now the responder, not knowing all the composition of everything, just simply passes. Okay. Might be a little bit adventurous, but it's very possible he's going to that he might lose 2 tricks. Okay, so when in doubt, be a little bit more conservative when you're bidding slam. Let's look at a second example here. Okay, we've got 2 clubs, 2 diamonds waiting. Spades is my suit. Hey, I've got 3 of them. Let's investigate slam. Should have shown the clubs again. Go to 4 no trump. This time we have 4. That's step 2 response. So we're going to bid 5 diamonds. We know we've got all of the aces and all the key cards now, and the responder now wants to know, do you have the queen? Initiates it by bidding 5 hearts. You see, the initiation bid of the queen ask is different this time than the previous examples. 1 bid higher than the response. Okay, in this case, the opener has the queen. So what's he going to bid? He wants to give a positive response, and he wants to show the king that he has up the line. So he bids 6 hearts. Says, yes, I have the queen of spades and I have the king of hearts. Okay, knowing that they've got all 5 of the key cards, and he knows that he also has he knows that small slam is guaranteed, but he doesn't know if they can actually make 7. Now, what does he want to do now? Well, what he really wants to know at this particular point in time is, does the opener have 3rd round control in hearts? And there's a way to ask for that. We'll see that later. Okay, now, in the circumstance where the 30-14 kickback response showed 2 key cards and a useful void, there are those situations where you can't figure out from the bidding sequence what the void is in. Okay, but you want to know. And how do you ask what the void is? You simply bid the next available suit bid after the next available bid after the response, asking what is your void. Okay, and the response is, if the suit is a lower ranking suit than the trump suit, and you can bid it to 5, 6, or 6 level, you just bid that suit. If you can't show that suit below 6 of the trump suit, you bid 6 of the trump suit, and the partner will be able to figure that out. Let's take a look at an example. Okay, we've got 2 clubs, 2 diamonds waiting. two spades. Hey, that's my suit. Responder says, oh, I've got three of them. I've got a fit. I've got some values. Let's investigate. Slam. And now we've got four clubs showing first or second round control. Notice we have a void there. Four diamonds by the responder. I want to show my control. And now we have the opener bidding for hearts, showing a first or second round control. So they've got all the suits covered. Okay. And the responder now wants to find out if they've got slams. So initiates 30-14 kickback by bidding for no trump. Okay. And the responder, the opener has one, two key cards. Okay, with a void. So that's going to be step five. If we index that off of four no trump, that's going to turn into five no trump. And that says step five, two with a useful void. Okay, now, can we figure out from the bidding sequence what the void is? Well, possibly, possibly not. It could have a void in clubs. He could have a void in diamonds. He could have a void in hearts because these control bids don't indicate whether it's first or second round control as an ace or a king or a singleton or a void. Okay, so now we want to know where is that void? And the responder then bids six clubs. What is the suit? Well, obviously, it's not diamonds or hearts because he's got some, and he can't bid seven clubs. So what's he going to do? He's going to bid six spades. Now, the responder knows that the void is in clubs. Okay. And that his other values are going to be in the other suits. Okay. And that might be enough information to go ahead and bid seven spades, but with three hearts, that's a little bit sketchy. Okay. Let's look at one more example here. Okay. We've got two clubs again, two diamonds waiting, two spades. Hey, I like it. Let's investigate slam. We've got four clubs showing first or second round control, four diamonds, four hearts. Again, we've got four no trump. The response again is, in this case, we've the opener has one, two, three key cards and a useful void. So immediately he shows that by bidding six hearts. Okay, because he could, that's lower in rank than the agreed to trump suit, bid six hearts. Okay, now this gets to be really interesting because the want to be able to figure out if we can bid seven. All right. And the what we're going to do here, what he did here was bid six spades, but what he really wanted to do was find out about the queen, the king of diamonds. Okay, because he knows they've got uh, uh, one or three key cards. He knows it's going to be three, and he really should be asking about the king of diamonds or the well, he's got two problems here. It's determining whether who's got third round control in diamonds and whether he's got the partner has the king of clubs. Whether he's got enough to it's hard to figure out right now whether he's got enough time to ask both of those questions. Okay, let's go on. Let's look at the specific king acts. It's only used to investigate Grand Slam when you've got when you know you have all five cards, and it's initiated by bidding five of the kickback initiation suit. Okay, so if it was suit was clubs, then you initiated 30-14 kickback with four diamonds. Five diamonds would indicate the specific king acts. And the responses are made at the lowest possible level. Okay. If you have no non-trump suit king, you simply bid five or six of the trump suit. If you have one and that suit is lower than trump suit, you bid the suit. If it's higher than the trump suit, you rebid the trump suit. Okay, that causes a little bit of redundancy with with the no response, but everything has its weakness. Okay, if you've got two or more non-trump suit kings. You bid the suit at the lowest level that shows a king. Okay, let's look at a couple of examples. Again, we've got two clubs, two diamonds. Spades is our suit. Hey, let's investigate slam. We've got four clubs as a first or second round control, four diamonds as a first or second round control. And then the opener this time is the one that initiates the kickback. Okay, remember, either partner can initiate it. So he bids for no trump. And how many key cards does the responder have? He has one. So that's step two. So he's going to bid five diamonds, saying, I've got one or four. Okay. And the opener, because he has four, knows that they've got all of them and he's got the queen. And now what he really wants to know about is where in the heck is that king of diamonds? So what does he do? He bids five no trump, initiating the specific king ask. Okay, it's a rebid of the suit that you used to initiate kickback. So it says, hey, how many? Show me your kings up the line. Well, he knows he's not going to show him the king of clubs because he's got that in his hand. He's got the king of hearts. So he knows he's going to get the answer that he wants, whether his partner has the king or doesn't. Okay. And he responds six diamonds. He says, I've got the king of diamonds. All right. Now he's off to the race. He's bid seven no trump because he knows seven no trump is cold. Okay, we look at the another example here, pretty much the same. I like spades. And now in this case, he doesn't have three spades. He only has two. Okay, so he wants to show his five card club suits. He bids three clubs. Okay, and the opener rebids his spades, three spades. This implicitly sets spades as the trump suit if the responder makes a forward-going bid, in which case he bids four clubs. Because this is an implicit agreement, four clubs is not a rebid of clubs. If he wanted to rebid the clubs and set the trump suit at clubs, he would have bid five clubs. Okay, so he is showing first or second round control in clubs. The opener does the same in diamonds, then responder in hearts, and the opener initiates 3014 kickback. How many how many key cards does he have? He has one. That's step two. So he bids five diamonds. Okay. And now the opener says, hey, we've got all the key cards. I want to know where the queen is. So he asks about the queen. He bids five diamonds. Okay. And the responder bids five hearts, says, yes, I have the queen and the king of hearts. Okay. Notice that creates enough room because we still have five no trump available to ask for the king. Okay, does he need to ask? Well, he doesn't need to ask for the kings because by bidding the hearts, he has bypassed the diamonds. Okay, saying, I don't have the king of diamonds. He said, I've got the king of hearts. Okay, so now the opener missed that. Okay, and says, well, tell me about your kings. Okay, now he's hoping his partner was made a mistake and just didn't tell him about the diamonds. I've done that. You've done that. Everybody's done that. Okay, and he comes back and bids six hearts. Now, why didn't he can he he can he's he is in essence saying I do not have the king of diamonds. Okay, and what they end up doing is bidding six spades. He's already shown the king of hearts. That actually should be six spades. Okay, so let's go on. Second, third round control ask. Now, we're really getting down into the weeds here. Okay. If you know where all the key cards are, you know where the queen is, you're not concerned about it, and you have all that other information. There are times when you know you're going to bid a small slam. But if you could ask about second or third round control in a suit, you would, and that would be the determining factor whether you could bid seven or not. That's what this portion of the convention is for. Okay. And it's only used to investigate Grand Slam, and it's initiated by directly bidding at the 5 or 6 level the suit that you want control information about. Okay. And there are 5 responses. There's 4-step responses and a denial. The denial is if you don't have third round control, second or third round control of the suit. You simply rebid 5 of the trump suit. Okay, now this gets pretty technical, and I've had the occasion of using this only twice in 15 years. So if you don't want to learn this or try to use this, don't feel bad because you're probably not going to run into the occasion to use it for the next 5 to 10 years, anyways. Okay, so we're really down in the weeds. So step one response says, yes, I do have third round control. And how do you show that? You take the ask bid and you add one bid to that, and that's what you bid. Okay, if you've got the King XX, the Tripleton, it's the ask bid plus 2, a King X Doubleton, ask bid plus 3. And if you've got the King Queen X of the ask suit, you bid 7 of the trump suit and let the asker determine whether they want to be in 7 of the trump suit or 7 no trump. Okay, yep, it's pretty complicated. Let's look at an example. Here we've got the 2 clubs. We've got 2 diamonds waiting, 2 spades. Hey, I like your suit. Let's investigate slam. Comes back, bids 4 clubs. 4 diamonds is the control. 4 hearts is the control. The responder bids 4 no trump, initiating the 30-14 kickback. How many controls do we have? We have 1, 2 with the queen. So this is step 4. Oh, well, that's okay. We could show the queen or we could show the useful void. Okay. In this case, we chose to show the useful void. Okay. And what the what the responder wants to know is about second and third round control in hearts because he knows they've got the ace. And what he wants to know is, do they have second and third round control? So he bids 6 hearts asking for the second, third round control. And the opener says, hey, I've got second and third round control of hearts and bids 7 spades. Okay, now it's up to the responder to determine whether they want to bid 7 no or not. Okay, in this case, he passes. He decides that's the best course of action. All right, this is pretty complicated, but 30-14 kickback is considerably better than 14-30 or 30-14. Okay, spend a little bit of time with it, add it to your tool chest. It will pay dividends, especially gives you the capability of asking or initiating the key card ask convention with 2 or more with a weak suit with 2 or more losers. That will pay dividends almost immediately. Have a great day.